Dealing with stress in business and just making it through life sometimes requires a little bit extra, and that's where using humor comes in. And we've got a guest today that joins us from his office in Philadelphia, Dr. Joel Schwartz. He's a psychiatrist there and has been in practice helping many people, and he joins us now. Joel, thanks for being with us today.
Thanks for having me.
Hey, I understand that you're able to use humor in many different ways, and from a medical point of view, from a psychiatric point of view, the things that you're doing. Tell us how that can help and what you've seen in your practice.
Well, humor is a very powerful commodity. We have to go back to Norman Cousins, who was the one who really started it all.
Yeah.
He had a debilitating disease, ankylosing spondylitis, very painful, very debilitating. The only relief he got was watching clips from his friend Alan Funt. And he would laugh, and after that he felt better, and his mood was elevated, and he was in less pain. And so he left the hospital, had an alternative medicine doctor see him in a hotel, and he watched funny movies and listened to funny books and tapes, and he got better. Not right away, but it took a period of time. And he was the one that really got everybody thinking about what humor can do for your life.
Yeah, that's amazing because of using humor. Now, he was a medical doctor himself, wasn't he?
No, he was the editor of the Saturday Review.
Oh, okay. So, and he did that, but did he use any other supplements or a particular diet or anything in addition to that?
He was using that. He was using high doses of vitamin C, and that was basically it. Oh. And he got better, and then people started to think about what can humor do. And there's more and more research, both clinical research in judge studies, and then just practical research where you add humor to a situation and it makes it better. Let me tell you a couple of the things that humor can do.
Yes, please.
I have them written here on my hand so I can remember. I learned this from one of the interviewees on television a week or two ago. I'm only kidding. It's nothing here.
That's okay. But you separate your fingers and you look like Mr. Spock, the live long and prosper thing.
Humor, there's a connection in the brain from the brain to the immune system. And when you're laughing, it'll increase your immune system. That helps fight disease. People get sick less. Stress is 85% of illnesses can be stress related and cause people to feel blah, upset, feeling bad, stomach aches, headaches. When you're thinking about a work situation, there's about $1.5 billion lost each year because people are sick, they're absent, they drop out of their jobs. Humor can combat all of this.
Excellent.
So it'll increase the immune system. If you laugh really hard 200 times, it will release endorphins.
200 times.
When you run, you release endorphins.
Yes.
So what my advice to people is, sit on a windowsill and look at the people outside running in the freezing cold weather, and you can laugh at them, and you will get the same amount of endorphins that they have just from running.
Spoken like a true Philadelphia resident now in this weather. Well, we know there's a lot of things we could do. And, of course, Norman Cousins used a certain system. We'd recommend everyone to check with their own medical care practitioner to find out what to do. But we also know that you, Joel, help a lot of people in a practical way in the speaking that you do now. Because as a professional speaker, you're able to help people. If someone says, hey, we want to know more about this stuff, and they want to find out about the books that you have and things, what's the best way for them to reach you?
Well, my website is StressLessShrink.com, and my phone number is 215-498-6333.
Okay, and of course that's in the United States, so we can do that. And I also understand, I'm not going to let you get away without you telling us a little bit about your book and some of the things you do. I understand you have a certain thing about noses. Tell us about that.
Well, that's really, I'd like to get everybody to stop and smell the noses.
Stop and smell the noses, huh?
A dozen long stem noses for you today, Terry.
A dozen long stem noses. I'm honored. You know, no one has ever given me a dozen long stem noses before.
I'll tell you, that's a great gift. You want to give it for your anniversary or for your first date? It will set things off on the right foot. But stop and smelling the noses is really a prelude to developing a humor philosophy.
Yes.
In your life. One smile at a time.
Yes,
and
indeed.
It's a way to live your life, to think, to bust stress. Humor is wonderful in getting people to like you, to getting people to trust you. If they had more humor in schools, kids would learn more. They would trust the teachers more. They would open up more. It makes people more creative. And humor is really everywhere. I saw this on the internet, I guess it was a couple weeks ago. An IT person was looking at a computer in the office and he saw the following password: Huey, Dewey, Louie, Mickey, Goofy, Pluto, Daisy, and Sacramento. And he said, "Why do you have such a long password?" And they said, "Well, I'm just doing what you told me. You said it had to be at least 8 characters and 1 capital."
Yeah, that's right. That's the way it works. Well, Joel Schwartz, you have helped a lot of people, and I am honored to know you and consider you my friend. And the way that you do things, you have helped a number of people. Humor is a great tool, and you show us how to do that. And I appreciate that you do that from a medically sound, psychiatric point of view, from your educational background and as a human being. You are a gentleman, sir, and we appreciate you joining us today. Thanks for being with us, Joel.
Thanks, Terry. I appreciate it.